From Spontaneously Combustible Studio in Cleveland, Ohio, presented by Permanently Geek, this is Uncovered, the show where we compare an original version of a song and a cover version of that same song and try to decide which of the two is better. So, my name is Michael McFarland. With me, as always, is my co-host, Mr. Kevin Conaway.
Hello.
He's a hugger.
I am.
We don't know what is under this piece of cloth.
We don't.
A song has been selected by our producer here at Permanently Geek.
It has.
What has it been selected from, Kevin?
The Hoppa.
The Hoppa. So, would you care to do the honors, sir?
Yeah, okay. Sure,
right.
Why not? Let's do it.
Excellent.
All right, here we go.
Ooh.
Nice.
All right. So we have 99 Red Balloons. Which one are we going to listen to? Because Nena had the English language version.
I think you almost have to go with the German version, don't you?
I don't know, because the Goldfinger one, because she, both of them were her singing, both the American and the German version.
Yeah. It's a tough decision to make. They couldn't make a decision on it either.
That's right. I do recall they switched back and forth a little bit between the verses. All right, well, I guess maybe we'll listen to all three. Why not?
I feel like this guy wanted really, really bad to be a member of Disturbed.
I thought he wanted to be in Rancid, but that's just me.
Or that. Yeah, maybe it's true. Depends on if you're looking from the neck up to the neck down.
That's fair. All right, so we're going to listen to the Disturbed cover of 99 Red Balloons, and we'll be right back. What show was this again?
This is Uncovered.
Oh, excellent. Good deal. Yeah. All right, we are back. So, I think having the three different versions actually made this, way more complicated.
It kind of did, yeah. We muddied the waters a little bit there.
We should have just picked one of the Nena versions. We also couldn't figure out whether Nena is a person or a band.
Yeah, so I was trying to do some research, and, what I found said that Nena was a German band who is fronted by the lead singer whose name I actually forget, but in parentheses her name is Nena. So I feel like Nena is a band the same way that Alice Cooper is a band.
Yeah, that's fair.
I guess.
So, also interesting when we were doing a little research while we were listening to the different versions, we found out that the English version is not a direct translation. And the lyrics were written by a different person than the German version.
Yeah.
And so the general concept is the same, but the imagery and the phrasing and wording and all of that has been shifted around. Even more complicated, Goldfinger drops one of the verses from the German version into their version, which is primarily English, and in the process they remove Captain Kirk from the equation.
Right. So we're not, neither of us are fluent in German.
Right.
So
right.
We were sitting here asking ourselves, is it a different verse that they're working in there? Or are they just re-singing one of the verses in German? Or did they edit out Captain Kirk and throw something else in there?
Does Goldfinger hate Captain Kirk? That's what we need to know.
I don't know what's going on. We need if anybody speaks German, I would love to know.
Please let us know down in the comments the difference, the different lyrical, the lyrical changes that were made between the German and the English version.
Yeah.
One thing that I thought was really interesting, though, and it may be as part, in part a consequence of just the way German sounds as a language. But it felt like the lead singer of the Nena version, which may in fact be Nena.
We'll call her Nena.
Let's call her Nena. She sang the German version with a lot more conviction than the English version, but that just might be
the fact that she is German.
The fact that she's German, or there's a lot more phlegmy noises in the German version.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting you point that out. One of the things I was going to point out was that Nena's German version compared to Goldfinger's German version, I almost felt like Nena's was well. The song is a fun, happy, not happy. It sounds like
mean,
it's a fun, happy,
right,
dancey,
right.
Upbeat song. It's really an anti-war protest song.
Right. The basic story being that someone releases 99 balloons. It sets off a radar. Red balloon specifically. It sets off a radar system that triggers international nuclear war, and the end is standing in the rubble and like letting go a balloon as a memoriam.
Yeah.
So it's actually pretty dark shit if you think
It's a very
about
dark
it.
song, but like the way it's performed though, it sounds, if you're not paying attention to the lyrics or if you just don't know German, it sounds nice and happy and upbeat. And her delivery of it sounds like, I don't know, kind of happy-ish and sort of like lighter. To me, almost like Goldfinger's delivery of it sounds almost kind of more sinister, the way that he shouts the German
It
lines.
does. It has a bit more of the feel of the
Like
the
a military
the
feel,
militaristic, like there's, and which is in part is a consequence of just the kind of band Goldfinger is.
True,
Which
yeah.
is a lot more loud, distorted guitars. And
True.
yeah, but
Not that there weren't like nice like rockin' distorted guitars in the original too.
That's
the
true.
original is a very, I mean, like for 80s punk, I
Mm-hmm.
guess it's a very 80s punk like sounding song. It's classified as new wave and pop,
Right,
I guess,
right.
but like when you listen to it, it's it's a lot.
It is.
Harder and heavier than
I
most
do
80s pop
love
songs.
the bass treatment on the
Yeah,
song. Like
it was cool.
Like all of and just the integration of the synths and the live instruments, and the changes from cut time to standard time and all of that. It's a really interestingly composed song.
It is, yeah.
It's not just like straightforward happy pop. Like it does this back and forth switch. Which Goldfinger managed to do an excellent job of taking that and putting it into their style, which
They absolutely did. Goldfinger's version of it is, they really did maintain the original integrity of the song,
Yep.
but as a cover song, this is probably as close to being a perfect cover song as I know.
I will
Like,
concur with that. I will
it's
concur with that.
probably in my, I don't know what number I would rank it, but it's in my top 5 for like cover songs of
Okay.
all time.
All right, fair enough. Well, shall we reveal, given that it's in your
Sure.
top 5 cover songs,
Let's
shall
do
we
it.
reveal what our picks were?
All right, here we
We
go.
go. Aha!
Ah,
a disagreement.
Disagreement.
So you picked the cover.
I did
Given
pick the
that it's
cover.
in your top 5
Yeah.
covers of all time, that's not that surprising.
It was a really difficult decision because I do love the original a lot, and as we've stated many times on this show,
Kevin loves the
80s.
80s. And I'm quite certain that the Nena song was released in the 80s.
Yes, we're pretty sure of that. And the original is such an awesome song, but man, like Goldfinger's version of it, it's the song lends itself really, really well to their style of playing,
Absolutely.
and they were perfect in their presentation of it. It still maintains the integrity of the original, which I mentioned, and just I don't know, it's a flawless cover. In my
It's
opinion.
so much fun to listen to.
Yeah.
So I'm going to clarify. I'm picking the German version of the original, not the English version. Because I thought that, so my issue with the English version of the original is that she doesn't quite sound comfortable with the words, like, and almost certainly English is her second language, and or someone gave her phonetic pronunciation of the lyrics and said, here, sing this.
Here you go.
It means sort
It's
of
like
what
when the Beatles released songs in German.
exactly. Like it felt like it was missing the phrasing felt sort of awkward, which Goldfinger managed to fix that in most cases. They like made it feel like, hey, this is a song that could have been written in English.
Yeah.
And as opposed to the German delivery, which while I don't understand what she's saying, I believe her, if that makes sense. So yeah, I decided to opt for the German original version of the song.
Fair enough. The original.
The original. The most uncover of all uncovers.
How very hipster of you.
Hey, who's wearing the black rim glasses? Who's got the beard? You can't take that off. So, if you haven't watched the show before, what we were doing when we were writing on the CDs was making a prediction of what the other person would pick. Now, we've been keeping score every episode, and the season runs 30 episodes. We're on episode number 23 right now, so there's still time.
Still time for me to come back.
For a comeback to happen. Currently, the score is 16-11, if I recall correctly. So, shall we reveal what our predictions were and see how those scores end up moving?
Let's reveal it.
All right, let's do it. So, Kevin predicted that I would pick the Goldfinger version because High School Jams, which honestly, the Goldfinger version was straight up like.
I figured that you would have been all over that.
I
I thought for sure like a young Michael McFarland would have been skanking to that song.
A
back
young
in the
Michael
day,
McFarland
and,
loved that song.
There would have been some line about like how there's a soft spot in your heart for Goldfinger, and then you would have picked them.
Honestly,
and then you threw everything off.
Of the like ska punk bands of that era, Goldfinger was not one of the ones that I really loved. But this song I did. Like I had an illegally downloaded MP3 of this song that I listened to.
Careful, man.
Hey.
Lars will come and sue you.
It's true. Lars Ulrich will come and sue me on Goldfinger's behalf. So, Kevin incorrectly picked Goldfinger.
That's true. And Michael correctly picked Goldfinger for me because Kevin hates Captain Kirk.
More than he loves the 80s.
I don't hate Captain Kirk. That's a very unfounded accusation.
Okay, maybe Goldfinger hates Captain Kirk and you love Goldfinger.
I support their hatred of him.
Hey.
What? I didn't say that I hated him.
So that means that the score is now 17-11.
Yeah.
Which may have put this season out of reach for you.
Mathematically, it's still possible.
Mathematically, it is still possible. Holding out hope.
That's right.
Well, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the Permanently Geek channel. Thank you so much for joining us when, hopefully, next episode, that hope will be extinguished forever. I'm the anti-Barack Obama, just taking away that hope.
No more hope.
No change. No hope. No bacon?
Nah, I'm not voting for you.
Thanks again, and we will see you next time.
All right, a 1,
A 2,
a 3.
No.
Damn it.
Cut.